Hi YouTube, my name is Heather and I love anti-MLM content here on YouTube. I'm hoping to use this channel as a reason for me to sit on the floor and talk about the unethical practices of multi-level marketing companies with a specific focus on Beachbody. Not long ago, we listened to a Beachbody coach yell at us about how we waste our time, and I wanted to show a different approach where a top coach kindly gives us a few practical tips and advice about how to make the most out of our time and prioritize our business. So let's give it a listen.
About time management when it comes to your business. Number one, you have to make sure that you make this business a priority. I tell my coaches, even from the beginning of their business, to set business hours. If you're serious about this business, you're going to be serious about setting business hours. On Sunday, sit down and look at your week ahead. Look at the things you have going on and make sure that you allot 1 to 2 hours throughout the day to work your business. If you can have the 1 to 2 hours at one time, cool. If not, it can be broken up into chunks throughout the day. For instance, some of my coaches work full time as well as have children. So they'll wake up early before the kids get up, before going to work, get some work done. Then at their lunch hour, they'll sit down and they'll work a little more. Then at nighttime when the kids go to bed.
Well, that kind of approach works when you're a brand new coach. You are not going to be able to advance up the ranks only working 1 to 2 hours every day. The way she's phrasing this makes it seem like you can work that amount of time throughout the ranks and still make significant amounts of money, which is just not true. If you want to see big success and big financial gain, you are going to need to work more. And if you like to watch Beachbody team calls like I do on YouTube, you will see uplines saying that their teams are not committed enough, are not putting enough time into their businesses to see the kind of financial gain that these uplines see.
We'll finish up. You make it fit your schedule, but make sure you set the time. You also want to make sure that you adopt a no matter what mentality. This business will only work if you work it. So make sure that you adapt that no matter what mentality so that when you have days that don't go the way that they should, which does happen sometimes, most times, you know no matter what, you're going to get your work done. The next thing, you guys, is you make sure that if you have
They like to preach time freedom when they're recruiting you into their Beachbody business, but now this woman is saying you have to work no matter what life throws at you. Has anyone watching ever had to take time off from work because of a family emergency, a health issue, or just something personal in their lives? For me, I had a surgery at the beginning of 2019, and I took 2 weeks of sick time. If I was required to actually do any work during that time, wouldn't have gotten done. I was completely out of it. I was sleeping the entire 2 weeks I was off. In Beachbody, you would be expected to work during recovery from a surgery. You would be expected to work when your child's sick. We've seen Beachbody uplines tell their downlines that they need to work when their dog is sick at the vet. You're expected to work anytime, wherever you are, whenever you have to get back to people, whenever you have to sign up coaches and customers.
Have small children, you ask for help. I know being a busy mom, I have a toddler, I could not run my business and be a full-time mom. If you do have small children, it's okay. You can fit it around their schedule when they nap. I was doing that at the beginning with my daughter, but now I've learned to ask for help. I ask my husband to maybe chip in and make dinner while I can sit down and work, or to help with bath time. Make it fit your schedule. Number 2, you guys,
Again, when you're being recruited into Beachbody, they're going to tell you that you can spend all the time with your children that you want, and you can be a full-time stay-at-home mother, and you can run your business. And now she's just saying if you have young children, you have to ask for help. You cannot do both at the same time. These coaches tend to contradict themselves in the same call. They'll say you can do it all. You can be at home with your kids and run your business. Then you can't do it all. Which one is it? I don't understand.
Stay consistent with the 4 vital behaviors every single day. That is the secret sauce to this business. If you can stay consistent with those 4 vital behaviors, being proof the product works, personal development, inviting, and recognizing the people that you're working with, you will see your business grow over time. You also want to make sure.
No, you won't see it grow automatically. You will see it grow if the people you invite either buy products or join you as a coach. Just because you're following the tracker does not mean that you're going to see growth.
Sure that you're starting your day with it. I tell my new coaches to look at your schedule and say, okay, can I get up an hour before everyone else and get all of that stuff done? And I tell them to start out with the inviting, because inviting is usually the hardest part for coaches. Get the inviting done. Then while you're getting ready, putting on your workout clothes, listen to your personal development, then hop down to the basement, go and get your workout done, come up, drink your Shakeology, continue to listen to your personal development, and then later on throughout the day, recognize your coaches and customers. The other part of this, you guys, is to know that, this business is built off of consistency. If you can be consistent in those 4 vital behaviors, you will see your business grow from one month to the next. Third tip, you guys, is working.
Again, she's making it seem so easy. So if a Beachbody coach follows the business activity tracker, they will automatically see their team grow. No, you won't. You will see your team grow if you have a big following, if you got into the business early, if you are recruiting hundreds of people every single month. If you're messaging hundreds of people every single day, you will see your business grow. You're not going to see your business grow if you work 1 to 2 hours a day and the business activity tracker says to invite 5 people a day at least. You are not going to see growth just inviting 5 people a day.
From a list. If I didn't have a list, I would have no idea what to do every single day. And I see so many coaches waste time knowing what to do in the business because they don't work from a list. You have the business activity tracker right in front of you. Use it. If you use it, it's going to work. Don't overcomplicate things. If you stick to that list and get it done, you're going to know at the end of the day you did the things you needed to do to move your business forward. If you want to build your...
I actually like that tip. I think that's a really good idea. I tend to, if I don't have a list for my workday, I tend to spend a lot of time trying to think of what to do. So if I do think about it early enough, I will make a list the day before at the very end of my workday. And she's right. When I don't do that, sometimes I'll sit there for 20 minutes looking through everything I have on the go, trying to figure out how to spend my day. So I really like that tip. Yeah, does anyone who's watching this use that tip for their workday? If you do, how does it work for you?
Business faster, just take the things on the business activity tracker and multiply them by 2, 3, 4, and you're going to see your business grow faster. The last tip, you guys, is setting a timer for when you're working. I know for me, I'm a procrastinator, and if I don't set a timer, I leave the most important things to the last thing of my day. So when I set a timer and I know I'm racing against the clock, it's going to take me less time to get those things done. It's also going to prevent me from staying on one task that is maybe not so business moving forward. So make sure that you are setting a timer when you are.
I also like that tip. I think that's a good idea to make sure you're using your time as efficiently as possible and that you're getting to everything you need to do in the day. So A+ for that tip.
Are connecting with people, adding them to your network, when you are inviting people, when you're following up, when you are just responding back and building relationships, set timers to keep yourself on track. If you're easily distracted like I am, there's actually something that you can go to in Google where you type in kill the newsfeed for Facebook, and it will kill your newsfeed on Facebook so you're not distracted by that newsfeed. Another tip for me is that I have taught myself, and you have to start from day one to tell yourself that when you go into the newsfeed, you either let yourself like and comment the first post in that newsfeed and then prompt yourself to go and actually get work done, or use it as a cue that you need to get up and walk around for a couple minutes. If I catch myself being stuck in the newsfeed, I get up.
I also like that tip. Whenever I start to feel restless during my workday and working at home because of COVID, I'll get up and just walk around the house a few times or walk up the stairs and look out into the backyard. That's another good tip.
Go grab a glass of water and then come back and sit down and finish my work. Last tip, you guys, and probably the most important one, is that when you're working, work. When you're not working, don't work. When you're with your family, turn off the notifications on your phone. Put your phone in the other room so that when you're with your family, they have your undivided attention. And when you're at work...
That is a good idea. However, if you turn your phone off for a few hours, you could lose out on a recruit. You could lose out on someone buying a product, and they might move to a different coach. And if you're at the very bottom of the pyramid and you just started the business, you need every sale and every recruit you can get. So it's nice for her to say that, but I feel like coaches at the bottom of the pyramid probably feel a lot of pressure to keep their phone on and reply as quickly as possible so they can advance and push their businesses forward. If anyone watches this and they were in Beachbody, did you feel that kind of pressure when you were in an emerald or coach rank? And did you turn your phone off when you were with your family? I'd love to know.
You're focused on work and not family. Those are my 5 tips, you guys, and I hope that they help.
So that was a really short video. That's all I have. But she just said, so when you're focused on work, you're working and you're not focused on family. A huge part that these people say when they're recruiting people is that you can do it all. You can stay at home with your family and you can also run your business. So I'm not sure why she's now saying that you can't do both at home. When you're with your family, you can't focus on work, and when you're working, you have to ignore your family. That is contradictory to the majority of the opportunity calls that we see all over YouTube. So that's all I have. That was just a short video. You can let me know what you think, and if you found it valuable, you can leave a like. Thank you.